I love what this company did. I love what they started with. They started with a pain again, and they realized other people have that pain. You know, so often in life, we forget that whatever your problem is also your opportunity, because if you solve it, you can help others. But take a look at this company. Its name is Eterneva.
We are Eterneva in the end of life industry, or as we like to say, the celebration of life industry. Garrett and I actually met working together at a tech company in Austin. So he was in sales, I was in marketing. We always worked really well together, and there was always something where like, you're different. There's clearly some hustle here.
The compass that we had was shared, which is that we wanted to create something that was incredibly impactful for people. Adelle had contacts in the lab-grown diamond space.
Over dinner one night with one of the diamond scientists I was working with, I actually started talking about Tracy, really close friend and my business mentor, who had played a really big part in my life up until that point. She got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and shortly after she got sick, she passed away.
I remember her receiving some of Tracy's ashes and not knowing what to do with them.
And he said to me, well, Adelle, there is carbon in ashes. So if we could get the carbon out of Tracy's ashes, I might be able to grow you a diamond from her personal carbon.
And so it was kind of serendipitous, because I knew as soon as that sentence was said by the scientist that you can do this, I knew exactly where her mind went. And I knew that she was thinking about, this is what I want to do for Tracy.
Blew my mind. I'm like, oh my God, that is the most amazing idea I've ever heard. Like, yes, we are doing that. And it just became so obvious that that actually ought to be the business that we get to build, because it's full of heart and there's a beautiful life that we're honoring at the centerpiece of it. And other people deserve to have, you know, a beautiful way to honor their loved ones too. And so Eterneva was born.
And so we just sat down early on and said, who are we going to be? What kind of experience are we going to create? And we knew that we were going to want to create an experience that our customers have never had with another company before.
Eterneva's mission is to bring brightness and meaning and healing to loss.
And in that, it's all about making sure we're making every customer feel that this journey was personalized for them. We want to honor their loved one every single step of the way. And we also want to meet them where they are in their grieving journey.
At every milestone that we reach, we're sending pictures and videos and updates so that it's really as much an experience as it is a diamond coming home on the other side.
Eterneva is a pretty special company. We just have this amazing opportunity to, I think, have a bigger impact than any other company in the world on being able to create brightness and meaning for people that have lost a loved one.
It's an acceptance that my loved one is no longer with me in their physical form, but they actually do get to be with me and keep doing life with me. It embodies their spirit and their sparkle, and, you know, as a way that they get to keep them alive and keep them part of their go forward.
Please give it up for Adelle and Garrett and what they've generated and created. Beautiful. Guys, I'd love to talk to you for a long time. We're out of time, but I just want to thank you personally. I cried when I saw the story you did. It just touched my heart so much. In our culture, it's so hard for people grieving, and to turn that into a true celebration and something that's a remembrance that connects people. I just think the idea is brilliant, but lots of people have ideas. What I respect what you guys have done is you've executed. You found a way as partners. You decided what you really wanted. You took your pain and said, what would solve it for me? And if it could solve it for me, maybe it could solve for others, you know? And you figured out what was in the way, and you put your little map together. It was very clear, and you went out and slayed your dragons, and you continue to measure and grow and expand and now celebrate. And $30 million from scratch, one heck of a business. So I just want to thank you both personally for your example. And thank you for sharing what you're doing out there, and we hope you continue to do it. I wish I had someone's ashes so I could do this that I love. I actually felt that doing this. It was so beautiful. Would you like, just for 30 seconds each, anything you want to share with this audience that might encourage them if they're on the edge? Like, we're offering people all this today. We're about to end, and I don't want it to be the end for them. We got lots of tools, as you know. We have this tool they can do from home or eventually Business Mastery if they wanted to. What would you say to them to give them a little boost to make sure they take care of themselves and go to the next level? Either of you.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Garrett and I have been longtime Tony fans. I have been to all the events, so shout out to all the events. That would be my piece of advice to everyone is like, go do it. It's worth it. But I think something that we talk about a lot is the importance of state management and being really connected to your why and why did you start this company and what gets you passionate about it? And if you can really feel that depth of connection, but then also do the work to get yourself in a powerful state, because there's just something to be said about not just thinking about it, but really embodying it. Yes. And trust that there's so much reward on the other side of every obstacle, every challenge. We've always been better for it. Garrett, what would you add?
Well, first, give her a hand for that. That's beautiful advice. Give her a hand. What would you say, Garrett? And who is this beautiful soul beside you?
I'm on mute. Right, there we go. This is Everly. Everly is 4 years old. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Give a hand for Everly, everybody. Say hello to Everly.
And what's really special about Everly is that my second time going to Business Mastery, when Adelle and I went, I've gone twice.
Wow.
We watched an interview with you, Tony, with Martine Rothblatt.
Oh, yes.
And Martine Rothblatt got on stage because her daughter was diagnosed with a terminal illness. And she put together a Tiger team to cure her daughter of this terminal illness. And 6 months later, Everly was born right after that interview. And she was born with grade 4 glioblastoma, which is terminal brain cancer.
Yes.
And I remember the practices that you guys talked about and the power of proximity, and the intent was that this little girl was going to survive. And we were told by more than 4 hospitals that she wasn't going to make it to her first birthday. And she's going to be cancer-free for 5 years on July 27th.
Wow. Give it up for her.
There's so much that I would say, like the practices that we learned, becoming an owner and having a great partner is a massive thing. And when you're dealing with life's adversities that are thrown at you, it's just really important to be able to stay on top of your business from a high level and have that pulse and the measurement and the focus and intent. But the biggest thing is setting that vision. The last guy, I think Jeremy was talking about that, is just like, what is your vision, and believing and knowing that it's going to come true. And I just appreciate everything that you teach, and it's the amount of people you impact is incredible. So thank you.
Well, thank you both so much. Oh my God, you touched my heart. It's like, this is what it takes to have a quality life, guys, not just a quality business. I picked this path because I knew it would make me grow the hardest, because it's measurable. People love to talk about how spiritually developed they are because you can't measure it, right? You're not spiritual because you're choosing me. Or they don't want to talk about their body because it's measurable. Business is measurable. And because it's measurable, if you have a vision to serve something more than yourself, and that's what I love about what both of you are doing, you're so psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually connected to the meaning of what you're doing. And by the way, if you notice, they don't just make the diamond out of that. They keep in touch with someone. They show them each stage. It's a process. You guys thought through the experience, but it touched my heart even more to know that came into play at the most important time probably in your life, sir. So congratulations to you, Garrett. Congratulations to both of you, to you, Adelle. Give them a giant hand. Love to you both. Oh. Gorgeous.